Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Thursday, January 16th, 2025. The California Highway Patrol said that on Tuesday at approximately 4:15 p.m., a Nissan Sentra was traveling at a high speed eastbound on 29 Palms Highway near Kerr Avenue. The CHP says that a Chevrolet Silverado was traveling eastbound in front of the Nissan at a slow speed. The CHP says that the Nissan steered to the right to avoid hitting the Chevrolet, and that the driver of the Nissan lost control, hitting the Chevrolet first, then moving into the westbound lanes of traffic, where it collided into a Burtec trash truck and then into a Tesla. The driver of the Nissan was taken to High Desert Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead. He was identified by the San Bernardino County Coroner's Office as Benjamin Perez, a 31-year-old resident of Tulsa, Oklahoma. The driver of the Tesla was taken to High Desert Medical Center for minor injuries, and the Burtec driver was uninjured. The crash is still under investigation by the CHP, and they say it is unknown at this time if alcohol and/or drugs was a factor in the collision. The CHP is asking if anyone has information pertaining to this crash, particularly the location of the Chevrolet or its driver. They ask you to call the Morongo Basin CHP office at 760-366-3707. The Chevrolet is described as a dark green Chevrolet Silverado, extended cab or four-door with step rails, a missing front license plate, and possibly a 4x4 decal on the left of the rear bed. On Tuesday night, the Morongo Valley Unified School District Board of Trustees held their first regular meeting of the new year, where the board voted 4-1 to eliminate 42 part-time classified positions, with board member Carolee Hargrove voting against it. Reporter Gabriel Hart was in attendance and has this recap for us today.
The meeting began with the board recognizing Director of Facilities and Maintenance David Daniels with a Certificate of Appreciation. Keeping with cinching up Measure C, the board passed Resolution number 2509, declaring results of the school bond election and establishing Citizens Oversight Committee for the bond. Hourly classified substitute pay rate was approved to be raised to $17.50, though board member Carolee Hargrove remained critical of such a small increase, advocating for a larger raise.
So increase the hourly rate of pay for classified to $17.50, and I know that says we're $1 ahead. We're trying to stay ahead of California. Do you think that we could bring this up a little bit more because of how bad we need substitutes? Hear me out. $17.50 an hour for a substitute, but people are making $20, $21, $22 at fast food joints. Was it discussed to raise it more to maybe make this more attractive?
When the 42 classified layoffs came to the table, even though most of them were for 3-hour shifts and aimed to clean them off the budget for position control, Hargrove remained skeptical, advocating for certain positions and extending the 3-hour shifts.
When I know we need especially noon soups, behavior positions, but again, if they are vacant, it's probably because they're 3 hours. No one can make money. No one can pay their bills for 3 hours. So that is the biggest issue.
In last December's meeting, the board agreed on the need for additional study sessions in lieu of a second monthly meeting. Originally slated for January 21st, the first study session of 2025 will take place on February 5th or 6th, to be confirmed soon by Dr. Vargas. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Gabriel Hart.
Last night, the Morongo Valley Community Services District held their first meeting of the new year. Reporter Gabriel Hart was in attendance at that meeting as well and rejoins us for this recap of last night's meeting.
The meeting's action items began with the district's final audit from Smith Marion & Co., in which they reported no unusual findings. The board then accepted the final audit 5-0. The board discussed forming a community relations ad hoc committee in which monthly gatherings would be open to the public to hear suggestions and answer questions from community members. President Christina Gorky said these would be similar to the meet and greets the board had last year at alternating Morongo Valley businesses, but likely to be held consistently in Covington Park's multi-purpose room. Since it was just a discussion item, no action was needed, and Gorky stated she would keep the public posted on developments. For the mid-year budget review, Finance Director Johnny Tolbert suggested the board move $75,000 of unbudgeted funds to a money market account so it could gain interest while it's not being used. Tolbert followed this with a motion in which the board approved 5-0. For the 2024 Chuck Osborne Award, given to community members who have shown exemplary volunteer service, the board will be providing an online survey on the CSD website for nominations to be reviewed at next month's meeting. Since the fire department's 461 medic engine is still in disrepair after transporting to fire apparatus services, The board is considering getting rid of it and financing a new medic engine designed for more rural missions, since the estimate is currently $9,000 with no guarantee they'll successfully diagnose its ongoing issues. The concern is that even if the current apparatus gets fixed, it will continue having issues since it's designed for city street navigation and not the wear and tear of our rougher terrain. Finally, the CSD is considering acquiring the Employee Assistance Program for the district. EAP provides counseling and other services to support employees through high-stress situations, and the board will continue to discuss spending the $2,500 annual fee for the program. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Gabriel Hart.
Reach Out Morongo Basin is preparing for its 20th annual Parade of Homes fundraiser, benefiting senior citizens and disabled residents. If you'd like to showcase your home and support this vital organization, now is the time to sign up. Reporter Hillary Sloan shares her experience sharing her home and has more details on the fundraiser.
Reach Out Morongo Basin is seeking unique homes for its 20th Parade of Homes fundraiser, which benefits seniors and disabled residents. Proceeds support essential services like medical transportation, household repairs, and shopping assistance. The self-guided tour highlights the beauty of desert living, featuring everything from cozy cabins to architectural masterpieces. The generosity of homeowners makes this event a success, said Executive Director Robin Schlosser. As a past participant, I found it rewarding to open my home. The organizers were professional, the guests were respectful, and supporting such a vital cause felt great. Homeowners and sponsors play a key role in making this event impactful. Sponsors range from $250 to $1,000 and include benefits like advertising and event tickets. Call Reach Out Morongo at 760-361-1410 to feature your home or become a sponsor. Help make this year's fundraiser the best yet. For Z107.7, this is reporter Hillary Sloan.
The California Highway Patrol's Morongo Basin office works hard to keep our highways and roads safe. On the Z107.7 Up Close show tomorrow, CHP Public Information Officer Michael Radford will speak with host Gary Daigneault about the unique driving conditions in our desert, as well as the wide array of public service they offer. Listen live and call in to participate tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. on Z107.7 or catch it later as a podcast at Z107.7fm.com. The city of 29 Palms looks forward to receiving hundreds of cyclists to the high desert for the Joshua Tree 55. Here's Annalise Kuiper with the details.
After a successful 6th annual Joshua Tree 55 cycling event in 29 Palms in 2023, there was a year's hiatus in 2024 in order to coordinate with staff at Joshua Tree National Park on important matters of safety. This year, the city of 29 Palms is thrilled to announce that Joshua Tree 55 is back and will be held on February 1, 2025. Participants will gather at Knott Sky Park, located at 6701 El Sol Avenue, and cycle to Keys View in Joshua Tree National Park and back. This event is not a race and will not be timed. Registration is open until January 20th, and for $75 per rider, you get entry into Joshua Tree National Park and the opportunity drawing, a safety vest, swag bag, a meal at the end of the ride, and a commemorative Joshua Tree 55 tumbler. Only 400 spots are available, so don't miss this opportunity for an amazing adventure. For more information, you can call the Parks and Recreation Office at 760-367-7562. To register, visit our website at z1077fm.com and click on the link in this story. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Annalise Kuiper.
And finally, the Yucca Valley High School Lady Trojans face the 29 Palms Lady Cats in soccer on Tuesday night. In the junior varsity matchup, the Trojans won 7-0. In varsity action, Yucca Valley bested 29 Palms 11-1. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear about news happening, let us know. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm News Director Jeff Harmetz.